Hello everybody and welcome to today's Sunday Q&A, which is brought to you from a rocky lay-by somewhere around, don't know where I've gone, Oxford way, innit, that kind of thing. Oxford where I'm going to. I've just come from Costco, the big Costco, which is kind of, it's Northampton, Daventry, that Crick, that's where it is, Crick. That's massive. They've got like 300-400 lorry bays in there, and it was chaos. When I say chaos, I mean, I got in, went all the way round, found someone to park, went at the gate, turned around and said, I'm in one pallet. I could have gone and burnt my car, but I was in that in 5 minutes, so I'm not going to cry about it. Anyway, I'm on my way now to pick up in Wellingborough, and that's got to go to Uni Park. That's why I got to Oxford from, that's Cowley, and then I'm done for the week. Lovely, fantastic. I had one of them days today where it's kind of all felt like, it felt like 2 o'clock at 9:30 in the morning. The whole day, it's all felt like it's now about midday. Yeah, it's 12 o'clock. Still feels like 2 o'clock. I'll be happy when it gets to like 3 o'clock because hopefully it will still feel like 2 o'clock and I go, or I won't. Because by then it will feel like 5, but it's done, it's all money. It's I tipped this morning, then I did a job, now I'm going to get another job in, got one lined up for Monday, it's all money. So I'm ranting on a bit because I've decided to put fuel watch at the end because it's a bit boring. I'm just me reading off a pile of numbers. So we do fuel watch light. Last week you should have had about £1.32. Under £1.32 you did well, way over that, get on a phone. I will do the full details at the end, me and White Van Man, bit like the football scores. You know, you watch all the football and then at the end they do the pulls. So it's at the end. If you want to go to it, if I can be bothered, I'll do a timestamp. If not, just scroll through to about 2 minutes from the end and it'll be on there for you. Okay, lovely. Right, the big video this week was, can you fill up your week? I've been asked a few questions lately and I did get a chance to catch up on a few videos. So I think it's Mo777 asked me a couple of questions and Clive made a good point last week. So that's coming out this week. So there's a few for you to catch up with, a few I've caught up on. So ever so sorry it took so long, but it took so long. Why's that done that? Don't know. Oh, brilliant. Lovely. Now, all of the questions have now disappeared. There it is. It's back. Fantastic. So, can you fill up your week? And do you want to fill up your week? Is the question. So, Lee says, my mate Lee Smallvan Man, he says, apart from the job I do every morning, there's a regular job that takes him out of his area in Worthing that gets him up to sort of Crawley, and he says I've got more chance of getting out of Crawley. Part of the job I do every morning, I only look 1 or 2 jobs in advance. The next day is definitely on, and Friday I look for a job for the following Monday. I get offered another regular job 3 days every week, but I turn it down as it could always backfire on potential earnings. And this is the thing. I mean, I booked a job. I was going to book it. You don't know. You see, you don't know how long it's going to take. I didn't know how long I was going to be in Costco for. I had a booking time of 12, and I just thought it was a little Costco. I thought, oh, this is easy. I'll put it into the car park. I'll tell them I can put it off the tail lift if you want, or get the forks out. I'll be done in 5 minutes. And of course, I got there and I'm like, oh, it's not a little Costco. It's a massive distribution centre, the size of like a major airport. As it was quick. I was lucky, but I had booked one afterwards, which is picking up at 1. You're thinking, well, got a booking time of 12, a little Costco, have it off, it's about an hour away, I'll be there for 1. As it is, I'm going to be there at 1:15, so that's all good. I was going to book one, which was coming out of Beaconsfield, picking up between 3 and 4. And you think, yeah, but what happens if I tip Costco? And I could have done it at 11 o'clock in the morning. And then I can't get another job because I'm picking up Beaconsfield, which was dropping on a Monday morning. And then, of course, Chiltern Mob gave me my regular job down to Southampton, which is a good little job. So the question is, how far ahead do you want to book it? Maybe in January, February, when things are a bit quiet, you might want to go a bit further ahead. This time of year, there's plenty of work on there. You don't need to. Or you look at it and you go, well, I fancy that one. That's right up my alley. That's short. It's going to a good area. I can get out. I'm going to book that. Or I'm not so sure about that. That's a bit ropey, that one. We will either put a big bid on for that money. I'll definitely do it, or we'll hang around. So, right, and that's kind of what we got on the main video. I know Shane made a comment, but I didn't get time to write it down. Sorry, Shane, we'll do that next week. The miscellaneous. By 72 says the low pass could include the reg plate on the van. It doesn't work, because the problem with that is, I suppose, could you include the reg plate on the van? There's only one person who says that's not a reg plate. It doesn't. It will come. Well, it doesn't work. It doesn't work, but that could work. It's not a bad idea. Anyone at CX is listening? You've probably got a reason why you didn't. I presume because lots of different people could drive the same van, but you could still only do it in one van. You couldn't have like 3 jobs on the go, because it'd be to do with a van. And Lee said, he said, hi Pete, and this is the reason it doesn't work. He said, I spoke to you earlier in the week. I got another job with a low pass, but this time it actually collected from the office. They didn't ask for the pass. This was one of the big firms where you have numerous locations around the country. I reckon whoever booked the job is in a different location and didn't bother to tell the other office. I will say that I've collected from this office many times, so they do know me. The point is, nobody cares. They just want their stuff gone. So when you turn up, they go, there's the box, there's the pallets, there you go, mate. You want to see my low pass? No, not really. Why would you be here otherwise? You know, no one's just going to randomly walk in off the street and go, have you got 6 pallets going to Northampton? Oh, yes, I have. Yes, I'm going to give these to you. You know, sort of like, they don't care. It doesn't happen. Everybody who turns up to collect stuff is supposed to turn up to collect stuff. And that's why it's ultimately going to fail. It's just another layer of bureaucracy. I don't know how the people at the CX are going to educate everybody in every different office and distribution centre across the whole of the country not to let the stuff go unless there's a low pass on there. Just can't see it. So we'll see. They'll work their own way out, or they won't. These things happen. And of course, I went airside last week. And Godzilla's is our airside man, isn't he, really? So he said, welcome to the world of airside, Pete. He said, it will have been recorded that you kept for 5 years that you have been on the bad side. That's fine. I'll probably be there again in the next 5 years, I should think. Security falls apart a bit when it comes to trucks, because like I said, I went in there, I've got 3 lockers above the head, didn't check it. Under the bed, you can lift this up. That's all. You can get 3 men on a nuclear bomb in there. Didn't check it. I didn't. It wasn't a problem, because I wasn't out to blow up an airport. I was just out to deliver some tables, some chairs and some microwaves and then leave as quickly as possible. He says security falls apart when it comes when it comes to truck. He says there's a lot of them and they are all different shapes and sizes, and the lads and lasses all do their best. They tried. They had looked under with the mirror. They had a quick nose around. I think also they probably think, yeah, he looks like someone delivering furniture, you know. He said, I was once asked not to come through a gate as they're about to be inspected, and a tanker was just too much trouble for them. I can't, he said, yeah, so he wanted to go for another tanker. He said, I can't let them walk on the roof. They can't go up there. So I went for another gate. So they couldn't inspect the tanker. It's a bit like, we need to get up and inspect it. Yeah, you're not allowed up there. But how do we know if you've got something out there? You're not allowed to put a drone on it. Get Shane Hardy on there. He's the drone man. He's got a channel on that, actually, I think. Right, so that's kind of it for the week, you know. So this week, I think, is the CX oversubscribed. That's coming up. But I did promise at the beginning Fuel Watch, which we're now doing it in. So this week, I had Express Fuels at 132.92. Well, I got a needle with them a little bit. I got an email to say you're over your credit limit, because I filled up. So that's last week, and I filled up this week. And you know, can we have a little bit of money? You know, sort of 200 quid, which came on account. I'm like, I pay my bills every week. Why? So I said to the woman, she said, we don't want to increase your credit limit. So I went, okay. I'll tell you what then, I just won't use your card for 2 weeks. Don't need to. I've got other cards out there. They're all about the same price. I don't need to. I said, I just won't use it until the bill's cleared. And she went, oh, thanks for letting me know. Well, you're fighting to get my business, aren't you? But they were the cheapest last week. They were 131.92. I had Watson's at 132.41. I had Motti at 132.89. And UK Fuels, once again, still out in the stratosphere at 136.26. And my partner in crime, White Van Man, says... He said, I had a call from Watson's on Friday morning. They asked me why I wasn't using their card and if I still wanted it. I explained that I check the fuel price every week and they're constantly uncompetitive. Here's the result. Everything that's wrong with fuel cards for the consumer, Watson's 130.96. So they gave him 2.5p cheaper, or 2p, no, it's 131. 1.5p cheaper than they gave me. So they are giving different people different prices to try and tempt you in, and they create a price up there all the same. Silvery fuel's 133.59 and tape fuel's 133.39. The only thing to do is to check it every week. Get 3 or 4 sets, go with the cheapest one. If nothing else, it stops them cranking it up from 133 to like 180. Which some firms have been known to do. So that's it. Short and sweet this week. I'll get this one uploaded, get me break over, off to Oxford, pick up the stuff for Unipart and go home. It's supposed to be a nice sunny weekend. So get the barbecue out, ready for next Monday, ready for Monday tomorrow. Taking care, taking money.